Welcome to RedLight Racing Series. We are getting ready to go for round number 2 here in the RedLight Racing Series tonight. Cup cars. We're going to be eliminating some drivers tonight, and I will let you know here in just a moment who is in the chase. I just got to bring up my point sheet and find that out. We will get that going here in just a moment. Tonight's race is going to be a good one. 65 laps at AutoClub Speedway. It's going to be, to be honest, it's going to be one of the cleanest races we've seen all year, I believe. These guys are always super clean. It's going to be a very good one, so it should be fun, or really good. So, to let you know, we have one driver currently locked into the next round. We are eliminating 2 drivers tonight. Sean Butler currently locked in. Max Terriot is in second. Tim Blum third. DJ Anderson is in 4th. Eric Johnson is in 5th. And then we have the cutoff with Jason Wells back in 8th. He's leading by 3 points over James Skelton. Richard Murdoch 4 points behind. James Heater sits above the cut line by 5 points. So, to be honest, looking at them names, I think one of the biggest surprises is James Skelton. Right now he's 3rd in here tonight, and Jason Wells, who's 3 points ahead of him, is 6th. Right now on the board. James Heater, he comes in here right now in 5th. He's up a little bit. Richard Murdoch, also, I mentioned him. He is 5 points, I believe is what I said, 5 points out of the cut right now. And right now he's going to have a little bit of work to do. He's sitting in 11th spot on the board. So we'll have to wait and see how the points shake up. But these guys are going to have a little bit of work on some of this. We'll find out here in just a few moments as we got about 2 minutes left in practice. Let's take a look at the weather real fast. It is 65-degree air temp, 92-degree track temperature, so perfect weather for racing. 9 mile per hour winds out of the south at 89% humidity. Here's the track information for you. 2-mile track, 4 turns. I already mentioned the track temp. This race, honestly, I'm a little bit anxious to see what the field run is. I'm going to think it's about 30 laps, maybe a little bit more, maybe 32 to 33 laps. But what I'm thinking is this race could go green from start to finish. And if you're one of these guys that's trying to get into the chase, I mentioned a few moments ago that James Skelton is one of them guys. You're going to have to possibility use the pit strategy to work out in your favor and try to gain an advantage over these guys and try to get them points. Try to lead a lap if you can to help you try to get into the next round. The next round starts next week, and we go to New Hampshire Motor Speedway on February 19th, then February 26th in Martinsville, and then we end the season at Michigan on March 5th. Tonight is the Cup car. If you don't know, this is a Scrambler series, so they race 3 different cars every week. Is the Cup Series tonight. Next week is the Xfinity car. Then we got the trucks at Martinsville, and then we finish up the season at Michigan with the Cup car as well. So this will be, we'll race the Cup car tonight, and then one more time for the final race. Looking right now on the live timing, we have quite a few drivers. 20 drivers in here making a start. If you don't know, every driver in here is A class. We got one driver that is a C class, but James Haney knows well enough how to drive these cars. So really good talent in here, and should be a fun race. Like I mentioned, 65 laps. Practice is about to come to an end now. We'll get qualifying started underway. It is open qualifying, and then we'll get this race going. So the cars, I'm going to get really quiet here for just a moment. And practice is over, and Sean Butler is your practice winner with a fast lap of a 40.129, and he ran quite a few laps. So there we go. Qualifying is officially underway here in California. And we will hop over and watch James Heater come out to the track on the number 18 Z-Line Toyota Camry. See what kind of laps he can do. And also see how low this car sits to the ground. It almost drags the splitter. The back end a lot higher than what the Cup cars are now, but still pretty low. Track very bumpy, so that could play and upset the cars as well. These cars very easy to lose control of. Bumps do not help. And James Heater will start his green flag lap here at AutoClub Speedway. So he will be the first car to actually cross the start-finish line in the number 18. And this lap actually looks pretty good. Running that low line through 3 and 4. Coming up off the bottom in 4. Right up against the wall. He'll probably drop down to the apron. And he will. Second place for James Heater as Sean Butler just crossed the line. Puts him first at the moment. Max Terriot going to jump up to 6th place. Joshua Buckley in the 2 car. Coming through 3 and 4. Let's see if he drops to the apron as well. He looks like he's going to drop low. It don't look like he's going to get apron, but not a horrible lap. That was actually his out lap. So let's hop on board and ride with Joshua today. In the number 2 car. Through turn 3 and 4. Oh, turn 4, he's going to see the checkered flag. Let's see what kind of lap he puts down. And he puts down a solid lap. Puts him in 9th place right now, out of the, now 10th place, out of the 13 cars that have qualified, so he's definitely going to be looking for it now. James Haney, number 55, rolling out on track. We'll catch up with him in just a moment. Jeff Wupker, in the 909 car. There's a little wide. This could be wall. No, he's going to keep it off the wall. Going to give up a little bit of time, though, as he crosses the start-finish line. Not the lap he was looking for. 40.375 puts him in 11th. Jason Wells in the number 64 Alienware car is in 5th. Does improve on this lap, and he will keep the same place. Actually draws back just now as Eric Johnson jumps up and knocks him back a little bit. Max Terriot looking for more. 40.293 his best lap. See if he can improve. Very good lap. Max Terriot is going to jump up to 2nd with a 39.995. Joshua Buckley back out on track. And his green flag is going to start, so we'll hop back over to him in just a moment. William Long also green flag just starting. Richard Murdoch just put down a lap, puts him 15th. Brian Phillips in the number 39 Vultures car. Going to start his green flag lap, and I think Bruce Potter is as well. For 59 Smithfield. It's Eric on a roll paint. Pretty nice. See what kind of lap he can do here in just a moment as we jump back over to Brian Phillips in the 39 Chevrolet, riding that low line in 3 and 4. I expect that line to move up quite a bit tonight. I don't expect it to stay bottom the entire time, especially in 3 and 4, maybe even 1 and 2. Definitely not the lap Brian Phillips wanted. Puts him in 18th spot. We got about 4 minutes left in qualifying. And Bruce going to go through the grass. He's going to want James Shelton does not improve with that lap. James Heater does not improve with that lap. Actually, this is his green flag lap, so we'll wait and see how he does. Max Terrell gets a little bit of draft. Last time by 39.995. We'll see if he can improve on his second place car right now. He's only 5/100,000th of a second off of Sean Butler. Actually, this is starting his green flag lap. Jason Wells currently in the 7th spot. Wait and see if he decides to go back out or not. Keith Haney in the 87 Ford, working through turns 3 and 4. Oh, he gets a little loose on exit. Slides through the grass. And going to go for a ride. As you see the roof flaps lifting up, he'll be okay. See if 80 Lee can put down a good lap. It's only 2 minutes qualifying, so these guys are going to have to get a good lap in. Sorry about that. And that's Wall, so he's gonna. He might have enough time to go out and do another lap. We'll wait and see. Brandon Minto in the number 920 car, currently 9th. Best lap of a 40.222. He's gonna bring it in. Tim Blum currently 15th. Fast lap 40.511. It's kind of a surprise to see Tim right now running back there. I'm super surprised. He's usually very fast. I don't know. He don't qualify as good as he races. I feel like he races a little bit better than he does qualify. He does improve his lap, and however, it does not jump him up. Brian Phillips. With 39, we got about 45 seconds left in qualifying. As Phillips will cross the start-finish line, and he does not improve his time. I thought he actually had a good lap going. Everybody else looks like qualifying could be just about done. Brandon Minto and Leo Bordage. William Long just jumps up to 12th.
Yeah, it all depends on how.
Sorry about that, guys.
But yeah, he finished well enough, had a pretty good amount of points.
Actually, mute that. I apologize. So Leo Bordage right now in 11th, and he does have time to finish this lap and one more if he chooses to. Actually, you know what? No, this right here is his final lap. I apologize. Qualifying coming to an end. Brandon Minto, I believe, will have time to finish his lap. He's in 10th. See, he works through turn 4. We'll see if he can improve, and he's looking for at least a 40.1 to improve. Crosses the line. He does not. Tim Blum looking for at least a 40.429. And he does not. 40.999 last lap. I think that is all for qualifying, with the exception of a 7. Actually, that may be all. It is. And the race is official. Looks like Sean Butler going to be starting on the grid here tonight. As we take a look at your grid. It is Sean Butler, Max Terriot in row number 1. Row number 2, we got Keith Haney, James Heater. Row number 3, we got James Skelton, Eric Johnson in the Chevrolet. Row number 4, we got the Chevrolet and Ford of Jason Wells and Jeff Wapker. Row number 5, we got Andy Lee and Brandon Minto. Row number 6, Leo Bourdage, William Long in the 2-4s. Toyota and Chevrolet of Joshua Buckley and Richard Burdock in row 7. In 15th and 16th, we got Tim Blum and James Haney. 17th and 18th, it is Brian Phillips and Bruce Potter. Row number 10, we got Jack Walls, Kevin O'Brien, and that rounds out the grid here tonight. See if we can actually talk to the 88 of Sean Butler, who's going to be rolling off in first place tonight. See if I can get him on the radio. Give me just 1 second. We will talk to him. If I can find him, there he is. Hey, Sean, you got me?
Hey, I got you, Adam.
Hey, man, so you got the pole tonight. What's it going to be able to take to keep this car up front?
Well, this place has been very line sensitive. You'll notice in the center corner, even on fresh tires, especially down at 1 and 2, it is really, really tight. And you'll see our speeds drop way down, even on fresh tires. It just gets worse and worse down there. So it's pretty much going to come down to making no mistakes at the center of the corner ways consistently.
You got a little bit of a points gap because you're already locked into the next round. Is there going to be anything that you're working on for this Cup car, knowing you've got to go to Michigan as well, which is, you know, another 2-mile track? Is there anything you could do to help you prepare trying to go into the next round, or is it just coming out here to see what you can do tonight?
Really just getting an idea how for a long run car, keep an idea how to keep the tires on it and stuff. And you know, it does help you size up some of the competition and see how good they're going to run on these type of tracks. So we'll just see what we got here.
All right, man, go out there and see what you can do. It's pretty interesting. First and second right now at points starting beside each other, so it should be fun. Good luck, and hope to talk to you hereafter.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks, man. Pace car, get ready to drop down pit row. We're about to get this race started as we work through turns 3 and 4. And pace car going to turn in. And the green flag is out, and we're racing at AutoClub Speedway RedLight Racing Series. 65 laps at lap number 1 underway. And Sean Butler going to lead them to turn number 1 alongside second place in points, Max Terriot. So this is a big little battle, I guess you could say, of what we can see come Michigan, because these guys are in the Cup cars at Michigan, another 2-mile track. We'll see how it works out for all these guys as they go to the back stretch. And you can already see right now Keith Haney going to slide up in front of Max Terriot, taking away second place. What a pass by that number 87 car. It is pretty much a 3 wide, 4 wide battle. These restarts on this track is absolutely insane. Until they get balanced out, a lot of these guys are going to be right around each other. You can see the 64, Jason Wells, battling right now with the 25 of Andy Lee. Andy right now looking to the inside, trying to complete that pass as he goes into turn number 3. We'll see which line carries the momentum. It does look like Jason Wells is going to be able to hold on and gets another good run on this 33 of Eric Johnson in that Rockstar Energy Chevrolet. Jason now looking back to the outside. He's done completed one pass using the outside lane, looking to try to do another. He can hop on board and ride on the roof cam. See that 33? Here comes Eric Johnson now back to the inside. This right here is for 6th place overall. Jason Wells once again battling back on that outside. Let's see if he can get the momentum coming off turn 2. So, a little bit different camera as well. And it does look like the 33 of Eric Johnson going to be able to hold that spot for now. And honestly, it looks like Jason may be a little bit faster, but we'll jump up to the 3rd position. James Heater trying to take that away from Max Terriot. Max has been very dominant the last few weeks. James Heater trying to take away the bottom line. He's also trying to bring along with him James Skelton in that 86 car. I think the most improved driver this year is that 42. He's very talented. Been one of the most improved drivers all season long. You can see how close these guys race each other. Very close door to door as they exit turn number 4. James Heater does take away 3rd, but right now it's battle for 4th. Max Terriot dropping back. Right now the 86 has that inside line. It's going to take away the 4th spot, and these cars right now are really piled up around each other. Riding on board with James Skelton. Out front, there's Sean Butler and Keith Haney. Last time by, Keith definitely faster. He even closes more in right there with the 88 going to the higher line. Wonder if Sean may be trying to keep tires on the car, trying not to burn up out right front. It's going to be interesting to see when these guys pit too. Their carrying speed's well over 200 miles an hour as they enter turn 3. See it right there. He was at 199 entering 3. Let's see what he does here on turn 1. All the way down to 159 miles per hour in the center of the corner. Back on the gas. See how much higher line he's running instead of going towards the apron. 203 miles an hour entering turn 1. Jump back a little bit. Eric Johnson working on the 42 for 5th place. Look down from the blimp cam. You can see where the 42 is running. I don't know if he's just choosing to run that high or have a little bit of handling issues on that car. Well, almost make the contact with the 33. One thing though, if you wreck here, especially going into the corner, your day most likely could be done, could blow up because you hit the wall so hard. Ooh, 33 gets loose. We are already 10 laps in this race, and it has been, right now, the 88 who's led all laps, but Keith Haney slowly closing that gap. Lap by lap, he's inching just a little bit closer each and every time. See that number 88 Toyota Camry. Let's see. Max Terriot back in 6th with Jason Wells behind him. Let's jump back a little bit further to Joshua Buckley, who's working on the 01 of Richard Murdoch. This is for 11th place. Joshua up one spot from where he started. Buckley trying to take away that spot. He does do the slide job and complete it. Up in front of them is William Long, Tim Blum, and Jeff Whooper for 8th spot. Jeff started back in 8th, trying to take back 8th. And he does slide up in front of Tim for now. He will hold on to that spot. It's a good battle for 8th place right now with that 909, the 10, and 11 car. Tim will slide right up in front of William Long. Let's hop on board the 11. We're right in the helmet cam. You see the time's already slowing way down compared to what they've been running. I will let you know Williams. Oh, he actually got a little bit of damage. He gave the 10 a little bit of a bump there. We will get a replay of that. There you go. A lot of bit of damage on the front of William Long's car. That's a little strange. You don't see it too much. It looked like Tim got a little bit loose. Now there could be some heating issues that happen with that damage as hot as it is. You can see quite a bit. He's probably going to have to bring that car to pit road. Honestly, we may see him here within the next 7 to 8 laps, maybe even the next 5 laps. And he's losing speed as it is now as Joshua Buckley tries to go around him using the outside line. And you can also see Tim Blum, his car got damaged as well, the back end, even the bumper bar sticking out of the back. So we'll see what happens with that. Joshua Buckley tried to get away, could not get it. Up front for the lead. By the way, you see that car right here. That's Brian Phillips. He's already been on pit road. And also Andy Lee, the 25, has disconnected. So there could have been an issue with them. Keith Haney lost a little bit of momentum last time by on our leader. And now James Heater's starting to try to track him down. So I mentioned how much slower the lap times have gotten. Our leader last time by ran a 41.996. That's Sean Butler in the 88. And his best lap is a 40.333. So he's over a second and a half slower than his best lap. That's not much of a surprise here. You burned the right front off of these cars really fast. And 17 laps completed already. We're on lap 18, almost completed lap 18. These cars just really burn up that right front. Alright guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. If anything happens, we'll come right back in.
Just like a movie, just like a storybook, we are the future, we're the ones they won't overlook. It's time to be the hero. Like you've never seen, like you've never seen. Looking for a hero. Just like in a dream, just like in a dream.
James Heater coming up pit road. And 86, we got almost all of our top 5 coming to pit road. Looks like even our leader. Max Terriot going to stay out in the lap. Sean Butler, James Heater on pit road. We got about everybody, every one of these guys right now on pit road. We'll wait and see how that works out. See them there. They're sliding into their pit boxes. And green flag pit stops have officially, actually they begun about a lap ago, but it's their top 5 on pit road. This could be an important stop for a lot of these guys. Done away, the 86, the 18, the 33, the 64, the 88, and you know what? I think the 18 won the race off pit road. The 18 did win the race off pit road. That is big. And also, it looks like Sean Butler lost a few spots. Yes, he is back now to 5th place after leading 21 laps. So he led most of the laps tonight, but he's going to go back to at least 4th. We'll find out what happens. Remember, Keith Haney actually pitted a lap before these guys. And to be honest, it looks like he is gone. It looks like he's going to be our leader right here in about 2 seconds. And he will complete. Actually, yeah, there he goes. He did complete the pass on Max Terriot and Keith Haney. Going to be your leader by over 2.3 seconds over James Heater. Sean Butler had a little bit longer stop on pit road. He spent a total of 47.7 seconds on pit road. Keith Haney, on the other hand, had a fantastic stop. Spent a total time of 44.4 seconds. So he was 3 seconds faster on pit road than Sean Butler. That is pretty big. A big gap difference. There's Tim Blum running behind William Long. This is for 9th place. As we are already 25 laps in. So a good battle here for the top 9, or for the 9th position. Last time by it was William Long a little bit faster. Actually, at 10 that time, got some of the apron, washes up the track, and you can see it did cost him about 2/10, as he now falls back to about 5/10 behind William Long. Leo Bourdais trying to run down the 14th car. He has been up into the side of the top 10. Trying to run down the 83 of Jack Walls. Wait and see what happens. If they can run each other down, we'll wait and watch that. Back up for 3rd place. Here comes Sean Butler for 3rd place. Looking underneath James Skelton as we go into turn number 1. Looks like the 86 going to be content with just letting him go. He knows how fast that 88 is. The gap has closed a little bit, by the way, for the leader. Keith Haney leads by 1.7 instead of 2.5. The gap's slowly closing. Let everybody know we went about 23 laps. So we're definitely going to have to make one more pit stop, and that will be the final pit stop to get them to the end. We're definitely going to be pitting here within the next, we'll say within the next 15 laps, we'll be on pit road again. A lot of rubber getting laid down as well already on this track. Should look at the 88, the 86, and right behind me, I'll barely see the 33 of Eric Johnson coming into the screen as well. This is 4th, 5th, 6th, well, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Max Terriot trying to run down Eric Johnson using that draft. Here comes Max. Let's see if he can pick a pass on Eric Johnson. He's got to run. Will he look to the inside going into one? No, he will not. Not just yet. Last time by, Max Terrell was the fastest on track. The gap to our leader has shrunk down to 1.1 now. You can see on the top hand of your screen, right beside his name. Max Terrell looking to the inside, trying to complete the pass for 5th spot. This is Eric Johnson, who's running 5th right now in that 33. Rockstar. Gap now to the leader, 1 second even for James Heater. This could work out for Keith, though. If he keeps hitting that lap early, he's got a really good chance. Max getting on the brakes just a little bit. You see Eric Johnson kind of pinching him down a little bit. That's just to try to stop the momentum from that 42 car from completing the pass. It does work because Max don't want to get into the 33. So you can kind of see he's not really doing it right here. He was doing it quite a bit in 3 and 4. He's not doing it as much now as what he was. I think he realizes that Max could be a little bit faster, but he's actually going to use that higher line to try to get the momentum. But we'll see if he does it here in 3 and 4 as well, like he did last time. No, it looks like Max will be able to clear him. And he does. Max comes up off the bottom. We'll see if the 33 dives back to the bottom, and he won't. See the distance from the leader to second. Gap's closing now to 8/10, so about, let's call it 10 car lengths. Closing pretty fast. Gap now 7/10 and closing. We got 34 of 65 laps complete, so we are past halfway here at AutoClub Speedway. We'll take another commercial break. We'll be right back before pit stops, right after this.
Just like a movie, just like a storybook, we are the future, we're the ones they won't overlook. It's time to be the hero. Rising like you've never seen, like you've never seen. Looking for a hero. Just like in a dream, just like in a dream.
Yellow flag is out. Pit road is now open. Keep your eye on those gauges. We'll give you 4 tyres. 3, 2, 1, now. We're done. Get going.
Back here again at AutoClub Speedway, you're looking at a battle for the top spot. Keith Haney, James Heater for first place. We should be seeing the 18 car coming down the pit road, or the 87 car coming down the pit road here in about 3 laps. Be nice if he could hold on to that top spot. I don't know if he'd be able to. He's running about 10 slower each lap. Last time by a 42.1. And his best lap is a 40.3, so 2 seconds slower than his best lap. Goes to show you how much time, or how much the tires fall off. So we should be seeing him on pit road here shortly, him and the 909 at the same time. Here it comes through turn number 2. See if the 18 can get to run. The 18 of James Heater. And the last time by, actually, it was a dead even lap. A tad bit faster. We got pit stops. Sean Butler coming to pit road. And I hope I just didn't connect. We are good. I actually lost a little bit of connection. Sorry about that, guys. Back good now. Sean Butler decides to pit a lap sooner. We'll see if that works out for him. Worked out good last time for Keith Haney. I would expect to see that 87 car hit pit road this time. The 87 may follow as well. Here comes the 87. 18 stays out. Kind of a gamble to stay out an extra lap. Looks like Max Terriot going to stay out as well. Eric Johnson on pit road. Jason Wells on pit road. Keith Haney, of course. Leo Bordes. He getting on pit road? He is coming down pit road. Jack Wall staying out. Bruce Potter going to come to pit road as well. So green flag pit stops once again underway. It's going to be interesting to see where this guy, Sean Butler, comes out after. Can he get around and pass Keith Haney? It's going to be very close with this. I don't know. Keith already down and away now. It looks like he should be able to actually pass it. Keith has a little bit slower stop than he did last time. As Sean is passing, he's up to 6th. Now he's up to 5th. And now he will pass. It's going to be close if he can pass Keith or not. Should be able to pass him. He does. So Sean Butler is going to take over what will be the lead. And Keith Haney pulls out right behind him. 20 laps to go. We also got Max Terriot on pit road, James Heater on pit road. We also see cars leaving pit road. Jack Wall is also there. And Sean Butler take over the lead. I'm believing he should be able to. He does. Sean Butler back to the top of the board. So very interesting strategy. Comes down 1 lap earlier. Very smart. Basically, he dictated when these other guys have to pit. The main question is going to be, does he have enough fuel to make it through the end? I believe he does. It's going to be close, but I believe he does. I'm fairly certain of that. Waiting to see what kind of lap times Keith is putting down compared to her leader. And that time Sean Butler actually 2 tenths faster than second place. Also, I want to give y'all an update on the broadcast that we'll be doing this week. We do not have none for Tuesday. Don't know about Wednesday yet. I haven't heard back. We were supposed to have one for Wednesday. I do not know if we do or not. Do have one on Thursday night, and do not have one on Friday. So we'll see how everything plays out. This is Max Terrell we're watching, working on the 86 of James Heater. Sean Butler slowly starting to extend his lead out now to 6 tenths. I do know we got a broadcast next Wednesday as well, guys. It's kind of a special broadcast for a season championship. And you see Max Terrell going underneath the 86 of James Skelton. Remember, James Skelton needs to finish ahead of Jason Wells. Jason Wells 3 points ahead. At the moment, it looks like Jason Wells would be good enough to transfer. He's up by 3 points. Right now, he's got a 1 point lead over James Skelton. So it's very interesting to see what's going to happen with that. James Heater's well good. William Long is another one that's very close. Right now, let's see, he is 5 points up on James Skelton. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now, it is a tie between James Skelton and William Long to see who transfers into the next spot. I don't know what would happen. I think it goes by wins after that, if they have a win. Which James Skelton does, I believe. Fairly certain he does. Yes, he won one race so far this season back at Kentucky. That's going to be somewhat of a disappointment, I think, honestly, for James, though. If he ain't able to get into the next round and eliminated, that's going to open the door for a lot of opportunities. Somebody for William Long. I will mention William Long just lost his spot, I believe. So right now, James Skelton would advance by 1 point. William Long just lost the 10th position to Richard Murdoch, which is really big. We'll post an update on our Facebook page after we get the exact points, but I will give you the unofficial results after as well. I will say this, Keith Haney's starting to run back down Sean Butler for that top spot, and somebody else is starting to come up really strong is the number 18 of James Heater in the Toyota. He has closed the gap up quite a bit on second place. Let you know lap times at the line. Yeah, last time by, James Heater 2/10 faster than our leader and second place. Max Terry out the fastest on the track, however. We're coming to, what, 12 laps to go next time by? Battle's going to be for second place. Riding on board with the 18. Coming out of turn 4. So far this race, 0 caution flags. Nothing new there. I think we've only had 1 caution flag in 5 races. So nothing surprising there. Guys always do a great job. Peter looked to the inside just for a minute. He goes back out to the outside. He's got a run coming out of turn 4. Let's see which line he decides to try to go to. Putting the pressure on Keith Haney for second. Honestly, this 18 car may be the one to beat now. Coming out of turn 2. Also, I want to update Max Terry out once again, the fastest lap last time by. James Heater going to take away second place. That will extend another point for him. Check on William Long. William Long now back to the 12th spot. James Skelton falls back to 6th spot. So still, at the moment, it does look like that Skelton could advance by 1 point over William Long. At the moment, if William Long gets 1 spot, or James loses 1 more spot, it could go either way. There is a pretty big gap right now between 6th and 7th, however. Saying that William Long does not have working, and we got a caution. I'm not entirely sure where. Don't think it was 83. Oh, it was the 01. Oh, that's big because that is Richard Murdoch, and he was on the cut line. Let's see, gets up into the wall, and instead of going down the track into the 7, he decides to put it into the outside wall. And what's bad about that, that's probably going to end his chance at a championship. So we're going to line them up. We're going to see cars coming down pit road. I think we could see cars coming down pit road. This is a big time stop. Yeah, you got to come down pit road. We should see everybody stop. This is the big stop, the money stop as said. Here they come. Do we have a car stay out? Oh, thanks. I think it was the lucky dog. Jack Wall staying out. Huh. That's pretty big gamble to stay out on 13 lap tires at AutoClub. It's just a big race off pit road. You cannot miss your pit box. And it looks like 87 did miss his pit box. So, unfortunately for Keith Haney, he's going to be losing a lot of spots on this one. Race off pit road. 88, 42. The rest of them is up for grabs. Keith Haney's going to go from second place all the way back to 13th. Wow. So, it's going to be Jack Walls, who stayed out, We'll see if he comes down. He may come down anyway. But Sean Butler with the fresh tires won the race off pit road. Max Terriot, the way we started the race, will be second or third. We'll see what happens. Eric Johnson, James Heater, Brandon Minto, James Skelton, 7th, however. Trying to see. William Long, 17th on pit road, getting damage repaired. So this is going to be big. If William Long can't make up enough spots, he's got to make up quite a bit. William Long has to finish at least 12th right now to be able to advance. He will restart 17th. And what's interesting about all this is, I don't know if caution's done, but 83 stays out. So that's a big gamble for this 83 to stay out on old tires. Big heck of a call if it works, though. Jack Wallace does have one win this season. Oops, sorry about that, guys. I hit the wrong button. Does have one win this season. He won back at... You know what? Maybe he didn't win this season. I thought he went back at Daytona. I apologize. I know he had a good run back at Daytona, but he did not win. Murdoch, I think. So we're going to go green this time. We're going to have 6 laps to go. The next caution flag could end it. We got somebody just blinked all the way out. No idea where they went. Looks like Leo Bourdage is 7. They have disconnected. Looks like he blinked out and disconnected. So Q-Training gets the spot. There we go. The restart for a lot of these guys' seasons is on the line. Pace car pulls down pit road. Green flag for Jack Walls on old tires is out. Watch for wheel spin. There is a little bit of wheel spin on the 83. He makes contact with the 88 and the 18. The 86 gets contact as well. That's why you don't take old tires. We're 3 wide. Out front, Sean Butler trying to win with that damage he just got. It's going to be a handful with Max Terriot in the 42. I want to mention James Skelton lost a couple spots there. Richard Murdoch William Long has made up some spots. Right now, it will be William Long that advances. And Max Terriot's got to come to pit road. Black flag. Wow. This is big. So James Shelton's going to go up to 6th. William Long falls back to 12th. I don't know who's in points right now. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. James Heater trying to battle with Keith Haney for 4th. We're coming to 4 to go this time for the 88. That restart was absolutely insane. So if anybody's new out there watching, that's on iRacing, don't take tires on older tires when everybody else got fresh tires. That's what happens, especially at AutoClub. Just tends not to work on a hot track. Joshua Buckley right now trying to fight for, looks like the 6th position. Wow, Joshua's made his way back up. We'll say right now James Skelton is up to 5th. William Long back in 11th. So it's very close. It's still 6 points. If I'm not mistaken, James Skelton, well, I believe has led a lap as well. No, he has not. And I don't think William Long has either. So William Long still needs another spot in order to advance. Very interesting to see what's going to happen with that. James Skelton gets the spot. He's going to be in better shape. He's got to keep this 87 behind him, though. Here comes Keith Haney. It'll be very close. 2 laps to go. And the 86 falling back. Here comes Joshua Buckley. And you guys say what you want. They're not chasing. The 18 just hit the wall. Tim Blum goes around. Actually, you know what? It did not affect the 18. He's still there trying to battle back on the outside. James Skelton up front right now battling for 5th as well on the outside. White flag in the air this time. This race is all Sean Butler's to win. The battle's going to be back here with James Heater, James Skelton, trying to hold on to that spot. If he can hold on to 5th, and William Long does not get any more spots, he will advance, but he's got to hold on to 5th place. If he does not, he will not advance to round 3. Through turns 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, the 88 has started first, and he will win at AutoClub Speedway. 40 laps led. Eric Johnson going to finish in 2nd. Tim Blum going to finish in 3rd by a couple inches. James Skelton finishes 5th. William Long going to finish in 11th. So, if my math is correct, William Long will be eliminated again, which is 2nd time in a row that he's eliminated in the 2nd round. Now, I got to double check to make sure. Here's your winner. Sean Butler locked his way in last week, I believe, and is going to lock his way in back-to-back races. So, big win for the 88. Also, Jason Wells. Where did Jason Wells finish? You know what? Jason Wells is eliminated. William Long made it. Wow. So Jason Wells is eliminated because he was only 2 points ahead, 3 points ahead of James Skelton. James Skelton finishes 4 points ahead of him, or 4 spots ahead. There's your winner, though, Sean Butler. We're going to talk to him and Eric Johnson and Tim Blum. All 3 coming up right now. Hey, Sean Butler, you got me?
I got you, bud.
Well, it wasn't easy. First off, I want to congratulate you on back-to-back wins. Now, I got a question I want to ask you, and it came with the pit stop. You had a little bit slower pit stop on the first one. We noticed that a couple guys pitted 1 or 2 laps earlier than you, and it paid off for them. Well, on the last pit stop, we noticed you pitted, not the one before the caution, but on the last pit stop, we noticed that you pitted a little bit earlier as you blew up. You pitted 1 or 2 laps earlier before them. Did you notice that made that big of a difference?
Yeah, on that first run, I mean, when I hit my box, it said it was too far right, and I just pulled forward a foot, and I said I was good. So that kind of dropped me behind, and I was able to run the top 2 guys almost back down. So I just, as soon as that happened on that first pit stop, I knew I had to make that time up somehow. That's why I decided to pit with 23 to go. I knew I could make 23 laps, and I don't know if it would have paid off. I mean, James Heater was really fast. I was saving my tires, which is why they kind of ran me down so quick. And I was just getting ready to start trying to see if I could keep that gap when that caution come out. And I feel bad for Max. It would have been an interesting race to the finish there. Jack made a call to try to. I know he's probably thinking caution's breed caution just late in the race, and he was almost a caution. And Max kind of got the bad end of the deal there because he got passing under the passing before the start finish line there. So what a great run tonight. I mean, to come out here and get 2 poles and 2 wins in a row, that's just that's freaking great. And starting to peak here at the right time here, and going into round 3 nice and strong. Hopefully I can have a good run at New Hampshire and have something for them at Martinsville, and come out at Michigan and see if we can do this again.
Yeah, 2 wins back to back. That's got to be, a very, I guess you could say, right look at it, because you went at a short track, you went at a 2-mile track, and then we got, another, well, I guess you can say 2 short tracks coming up. Talk me through that last restart. We noticed that the wheel spin got you a little bit on the 83 when he came up into you a little bit. Did it worry you at all, knowing you had to start beside him, knowing that wheel spin could happen?
I thought he might get a little bit wheel spin. I didn't think he would have as much as he did. As soon as I saw him start turning right, I just went up to the wall in hopes that it wouldn't spin me out if he hit me, and
right.
It just kind of just grazed me, and I just kept going. But yeah, it was definitely a little scary there, and I'm just glad it kind of worked out that way.
Yeah.
I guess Jack was able to save it and without bringing a caution, so that's good.
Yeah, it worked out well for everybody. I know Max, I know he had the bad thing that happened, but it does look like he's going to make the next round as well. So congratulations on a big win, back-to-back wins, man. And honestly, I feel like you're just now hitting the peak of your season. So these guys better watch out. Is there any shout-outs or anything you want to give?
Just my teammates over at Need for Speed, especially James Skelton. We worked, I don't know, probably 3.5, 4 hours of practice time in the seat together this week, just getting ready for this. He needed a good run. He had a good solid top 5 run. Unfortunately, DJ had internet problems, was not able to make it to this race, so I'm not sure he's going to make it through to round 3, but he's a guy he's not had the strongest season, especially look at his record, and I would just look for him to make some noise here in this chase, even though he's probably not part of it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it's going to work out as well. If DJ didn't make it, that means Jason Wells got in, so we'll have to wait and see. But congratulations on the win, and we'll talk to you next week, man. Good job.
Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, we'll bring in Eric Johnson, who finishes in second. Hey, Eric, you got me?
Yeah, I got you. You got me?
Well, man, you brought it home, and you move on to the next round, New Hampshire and Martinsville. How do you feel about heading there?
I like New Hampshire more than I do Martinsville, but I do pretty good at both tracks, so I'm hoping for a good finish.
You managed to come back and finish second. Honestly, you was in the top 5 most of the night. You had a fast car. You started in 6th place. And all in all, how would you sum up tonight? Overall, happy with the outcome?
Yeah, this is a tough race. Really hard to get control of the car and just keep your tires under you. But I had nothing for Max and Sean. They had us beat. And I made some positions up on that last stop. And I knew that inside line was going to stall out on the restart. And we took advantage of that.
What's going to be the key now, knowing you do move on to the next couple of rounds? What is going to be the main thing you try to focus on? Will it be trying to go out there and get wins, or will it be go out there and try to just put up top 5 finishes every week?
Definitely a top 5 the next race, and then the last race, if I make it, get that win, get the championship.
Well, man, you're fast. You're always fast, and we seen you in the Final Four last season, so I wouldn't be surprised to see you there again. I think you made the Final Four last season. I'm pretty sure. So go do what you can do. And is there any shout-outs or anything you want to give?
Just you and everybody at the Red Light Racing League. It's a bunch of good drivers.
All right, man. Good job, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, we'll see you.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, Tim Blum, who's not in here. So, yeah, guys, that's going to do it for us tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed the race. It was a fantastic race, one of the best races. Well, I say that every week when it comes to these guys, so I'm not going to say that. Good race all in all, 1 caution. You can see it here. I will update the points on our Facebook. I got to find out who made it for sure, and as soon as I do, I will pass it along to make sure everybody knows that watches this league. So, thanks again for everybody for watching. No broadcast tomorrow night. I got a league race myself tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to that. So, hope everybody has a great night. And as always, God bless and talk to y'all soon.